Let me tell you something about the story of my life. It starts with feeling lonely, then the thoughts of suicide. Sitting alone in this empty room, I cry, waiting for an angel to visit in the night. I pray and I pray, but the demons don't subside. I wake up in the morning, see my life through my new eyes. The vision is clear, I'm making all things right. Tighten the screws, cause last night I almost died. I'll see you in the morning, I'll say to you, come on, let's talk, just me and you. Something's going on, there's pain inside. We'll figure it out, we'll take the time.
Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It is another beautiful, weird, wacky, wonderful Wednesday. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest today. A special guest. We have a doctor in the house. Hopefully she don't try to kill none of us during the show. That's what they say. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, my beautiful wife is on the show. Dr. Mary Higgins is on the show with us today. She's blessing us on her birthday. It's her birthday today, so she's blessing us with a present on our show, and it's gonna be a great show. So,
It's gonna be fantastic.
yes, great show. Anyway, I'm not gonna tell her age. I'm not gonna say her age.
21.
Okay, what? 21. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we got a little bit of news. We got a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. It looks like America's disaster is spreading all over the world. It's spreading badly. Miss Netherlands.
Oh Lord, I heard this.
Miss Netherlands has been queened. But the problem is she's not a miss. It's a he. Miss Netherlands has been crowned. Miss Netherlands has been crowned because Miss Netherlands is a transgender.
The patriarchy wins again.
Miss Netherlands is a transgender.
Takes a real man to be a queen.
It's like everybody wants to copy off of America. Don't copy off us. We don't give you. Look, we're lost. Everybody, listen. If you're in another country, we're lost. Okay, America is lost right now. We're lost. We're confused. Do not copy off of us. All right, stay away. Don't try to get none of our habits, our traditions. Don't do it. It's no good for you. Anyway, what more news? It looks like Kansas has reversed their gender law. So now, if you identify as whatever it is you identify as, unfortunately you can't identify as it anymore because they have reversed it. You will be identified as your birth gender. If you want to be a boy, but you're a girl, your birth certificate says you whatever, that's what you are. They reversed it. So thank God for Kansas. Kansas said, you know what, this don't make any damn sense. Let's reverse it. They reversed it. And maybe others will follow line with Kansas and say, you know what? Kansas right. We need to follow line with Kansas. But yeah, thank God they woke up.
That's usually what happens. They follow behind each other.
Yes, hopefully they do. But Kansas, thank you so much. God bless you. You're waking up.
About time.
One more.
Oh my.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know. First of all, let's talk. Let's start with role models. Okay. First of all, your children should not look up to actors, athletes.
Nope.
None of them as their role model. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we have this problem with NBA players trying to destroy masculinity. Trying to destroy it. I want to share a picture. I want to share a picture of what this basketball player was wearing in at a basketball game. Oh, not this one, not that one. Not that one. Let me share this to you all. Let me share this to you. Let me share this. Where did it go? Oh, it went away. Anyway, look. Ladies and gentlemen, Miles Turner, the center of the Indiana Pacers, went to a summer league basketball game last night and had on some pink capris, a blouse, a floral scarf around his neck, and some slipper slides. Probably like Gucci, Fendi. Anyway, slipper slides. I don't know if you know what slipper slides look like, but they're the slippers that are cut in the back. And he had his legs crossed like a female in the seats with the players. Only thing was lipstick and some nail polish, and that's all he was missing. That's it. And he's not the only basketball player that has done it. There's been others, like Russell Westbrook. He's dressed in the dress. LeBron James is dressed put in the dress. All of these guys don't want men to be men. They don't. And our children are watching these men and thinking, oh, it's okay to wear a dress. It's okay to wear capris. It's okay to wear a false guard. It's okay to cross your legs like a female.
What do you think changed? Why are they doing it now?
That's a good question.
Maybe it has to do with all the hormones they're putting in foods.
That's a good point.
That's a good one.
Oh, and speaking of food, do you know that while all that submarine stuff was going on, our government legalized that lab-grown chicken and meat?
Yep. I think we've already been eating it.
Well, I'm getting mine from local ranchers.
Right?
I'm serious.
Because if you look at some of the chicken, it's kind of rubbery. If you look at some of it, does it really look like some of the breasts are kind of big? Then you have some really tiny chicken wings. I think we've already been eating it.
Well, I know they've been putting out. I'm sorry, you cutting in and out. I don't know when you're talking.
Oh. Can you hear me now?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they've been putting growth hormones in our food for a long time.
Oh, so yeah.
What else are they doing? Now they got this lab-grown meat. I don't trust that stuff.
Nope. Oh, yeah. And then what they're putting in the fertilizer in the soil is affecting our vegetables, too.
Yep. I grow my own vegetables at home, by the way.
There you go. Yes, indeed. They got us, yep. Man. We are the guinea pigs.
They've been testing out, these vaccines and all this other stuff on us. So why not?
What? Right. Yep. Why not test us with this lab food? Let's see what this lab food can do for us. Maybe make them more dumb.
There's no telling what's going to happen to
Get
us.
more test shots. Oh man! I mean, Biden did say that there was another pandemic coming. There's another pandemic, ladies and gentlemen. Are you gonna go get your new jab? It's coming. It is coming, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be coming right near the election. It's gonna come. That new jab is coming. But hey, whatever. Which one? We're just conspiracy theorists. We're QAnon.
They're like mad scientists.
Oh man, it's so bad, man. We have. Whew.
It's really bad.
It's time to move underground.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Move underground. Right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this topic for today is gonna probably hurt some of y'all's feelings. You'll probably get mad. You probably try to report me to the YouTube police. But anyway, ladies, this is something that needs to be talked about. Needs to be talked about. Are children really a blessing?
Yes, they are. I'll tell you straight up, my children, I can say, have saved my life.
Mm.
Because there's many times where I wanted to just end it all, but I think about my kids and they've helped me to hold on. And on the other hand, I mean, and I'm not saying that I don't want my children, but if I had to go back, I wouldn't have them because of the world we're living in right now.
It's tough. Absolutely. It's very tough.
I hate to see what the future is going to be for them and my grandkids. It's this bad now. What's it going to be 10, 20 years from now?
Not even that long. Look how quick it escalated.
And everything gets normalized. So, 10, 20 years from now, seeing a boy in a dress is not going to be a big thing. It's not going to
be anything.
We're going to switch roles too. The women are going to be the men and the men are going to be the women.
That's already happened.
That's already happened.
Across the board.
You got crowned.
Across the board.
You got men with beauty pageants and women.
Well, I'm saying you still have some real men today. 10, 20 years from now, you probably not.
We'll be extinct. What is a man? Oh, there it is, Mom. It's right there. That's what man looks like.
Right. In the museum.
Right.
Hey, you can call me crazy, but I think it's all part of population control.
I think so too. Yep.
Yeah.
People are living longer. We're not dying as early as we used to. So now they need to get rid of us. Now
we have 4 on the panel.
One of the blessings.
One of the blessings. Come here.
Oh man. So what do you think, Dr. Higgins? What do you think? Are children a blessing?
Oh, you can just call me Mrs. Higgins. That's my most important role.
No, we gotta give you your full name, Dr. Higgins.
My day was all the way.
All righty.
Good morning.
They said good morning.
Good morning. Oh,
good morning. He just woke up too.
That looks like it. So, Dr. Higgins, you're the doctor. Please let us know what is your view? What do you think on that? What's your
children as a blessing?
Yes.
What is the definition of a blessing? Let's go to the dictionary.
Yeah, what is the definition of a blessing? What is the definition?
A blessing. A beneficial thing for which one is grateful. Something that brings well-being.
Okay. So I guess
Are you grateful for your children? That will determine if you believe they are a blessing. If you're grateful and if it brings you well-being, sure, they are a blessing. Some blessings come in disguise, You never know how it's going to be a blessing. It may not seem like it is at that moment, but in some instances, like Kyle's, it's caused adults to make better decisions had they not had the children.
True.
I must stay alive because I fear who will raise them if I die.
Yep.
Based on the people that we know, it would be quite traumatic.
Yes, that would be very scary to see what that would look like.
We definitely don't want the government raising our children.
Oh Lord, no.
Or people who believe in the government.
It's funny because Joe Biden had got up and said, all the children belong to all of us,
Right. They're our children.
except for that grandchild that he doesn't like to talk
Oh,
about.
right.
Oh, right. He don't, yeah, that neither one of them acknowledged. And like, that ain't our kid.
Yeah.
They say we don't acknowledge that cocaine in the White House.
Right. And then they try to put it on the black chick. See how they do?
Yep.
Camel toes.
Where was the racism with that? Nobody said, "Oh, that's racist." When they try to put it on Kamala Harris, oh, it's Kamala Harris' cocaine.
And the Bidens do have a history of blaming black folks for the problems.
Right. They sure do.
I was reading where Hunter blamed his discharge from the Navy on 2 black officers. They gave him the drugs.
They slipped it into his drink.
Oh man.
Always blaming the blacks.
That's right.
Right. Always right.
My
Always
short
blaming.
answer is they can be a blessing. They can also be a burden. And I think it's important that people recognize the difference in the two so that you can act accordingly.
Okay.
That's my short answer.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go and say this. I'm the jackass of the show, so I'm gonna say the opposite. I'm gonna say that children have actually been more of a mistake than a blessing. A lot of people are having children out of mistakes.
Yeah, that's true.
Mistakes.
And out of wedlock.
Definitely that wedlock and mistakes. Now I don't know how you have a child out of a mistake when there's so much potential for you to not have a kid. But then you made the mistake, but you keep the mistake, and you can't afford the mistake.
And then you do it again. And
a lot of people are using children.
That's true.
For bad things.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, you got men out here that got kids that ain't never seen their children because the mothers are keeping the kids from the father.
With the help of the government.
With the help of the government.
Mm-hmm.
So, that ain't a blessing. How's it a blessing? How's it a blessing for the man? The man can't see the kid.
Yeah.
And then I gotta pay for the kid that I don't even get to see.
And that's where it becomes a burden, and that's why it's important to recognize the difference in the two.
Yes. Yes, children are beautiful. They come out,
Right.
They're like bundles of joy. They're smiling. They pin. They're wonderful. They're wonderful. But if you're not able to enjoy the joy of the child, and you're being punished for the joy of the child, it's not a blessing.
Right.
It's a mistake, and now it's causing problems. You got a lot of women out here that aren't even raising their children.
Yeah.
They got their mothers, their grandmothers, the government raising their kids.
The neighbor.
The neighbor even. Why is the kid outside the house with no clothes on and the neighbor got to get the kid out the street because like hit by a bus?
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
I just saw a video yesterday about this TikToker, influencer, or whatever the heck you want to call her. And she's an OnlyFans model. And she decided she wanted to go out and party with her friends. And here it is about 10 o'clock at night. And this kid has wandered around out of the house in the neighborhood, and people had to call the cops. There's one guy that was out there making sure the kid was safe till the cops got there.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why would you do something like that? If you can't have or take the responsibility of taking care of a child, you don't need to have one.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I think a lot of people are actually too selfish to have children.
Mm.
Oh,
Like,
for
for
sure.
example, going out. Why? Where are you going? Sit down.
Kiki Palmer.
Well, in her case, in her case, the child was with the father in that situation.
Yeah, but
in this situation, they're leaving them at home. They're leaving them with the neighbor. They're leaving them with other siblings. They're just leaving them all over the place.
yeah, but it was too okay. First of all, when you just have a child, you should be running off right there. You just had the baby. This is your time to be, nurture the baby.
No. This is the father's time to nurture the baby. You know what? Y'all cry all the
I can't
time.
breast. No.
The child has a bottle.
See, now y'all want us to be the woman now. Now you want us to breastfeed.
Men say they need just as much bonding time with the child as with. So,
but this is a crucial moment.
He was bonding with his child. She was out in them streets, and he was bonding with the child. It's kind of not the same situation.
No, at the very beginning, it's a very important time of a mother's life to be there.
It's important times for a father's life too.
Yeah, but there's certain things that I can't do for that baby at that very beginning of life.
You take the baby and you.
I can't breastfeed
the child. Nobody breastfeeds anymore anyway.
Yeah, they do too. They do breastfeed. Oh yeah, they do. There's a whole bunch of breastfeed videos on YouTube trying to show people how to breastfeed. I'm like, why is this in my feed? Why am I learning how to breastfeed? I ain't got no breast.
My daughter breastfed Xander, so
Yes.
But when the mother's not there, he can use the milk that's in the bottle, take the baby and hold it to his chest and bond with the child just as the mother would.
You know what? That's actually for a good show too. Are children better on the boobie or the formula?
It depends on how the mother takes care of her health.
Are children more stable? Are children more stable with breastfeeding and not breastfeeding?
Not the mama crackhead.
Nope. If the mother is healthy, then it's very beneficial to the child as far as health, because it's part of building the immune system and also the proper vitamins and nutrition that the child needs. And I think it also bonds the mother and the child a lot more.
But now they have things that men can strap on to create that same connection.
Oh Lord,
I've seen that. That's the problem.
So
we shouldn't.
He takes the bottle and inserts it in the strap on.
See, we're confusing the children. That's why they're confused. They're like,
that's what I was fixing to say. That's confusion.
My daddy's my mommy because he breastfed me when I was a baby, and he still breastfeeds me now. At 5 years old, I still get breastfed. You know what? That's the other question too. We're gonna get off topic a little bit, but ladies, when is the appropriate age to stop breastfeeding your children? Because I see some of y'all breastfeeding your children, and they are grown. They walking around talking, and they still sucking on your dick. I'm confused. When is the appropriate age for a child to come off the nipple?
I think 2 years old.
I think when the child can talk and walk, it's time to come off.
Got more teeth.
Because now it's kind of perverted. It's kind of perverted. This is perverted. This is kind of like.
That's about 18 months, yeah.
I'm like, this child can talk and walk, and he's still asking, Mommy, I want milk. And you pop it out.
That's just ridiculous.
And
I have seen those. I have seen those videos where you got a 4 and 5 year old child.
Yes.
Their legs are dangling.
Yes.
I'm like, what the hell?
And walking and talking and eating regular table food.
Right.
But they still sucking on the breast.
Right.
That's going to be the kid that's 40 years old and still living in the basement of their parents.
Oh, so that's what caused it. Now we know why some men stay in their mama house at 40, 50 years old. Now they got attached to the booby.
Can't get off the nipple.
Can't go.
Hey.
But no one talks about that. It's perversion.
They don't.
That's perversion.
And the women go, well, as long as he wants it, I'm not going to tell him or her no.
But you can actually pump it and store
What
it.
you mean you're not going to tell the child no? The child is telling you it was your breast in his mouth, and it's talking. The child talking to you.
It's perversion.
The world we live in.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I said,
We're-
if y'all watching from other countries,
Don't
do
do it.
not follow behind us. Our ways are wrong.
We are screwing up this generation of children so badly.
Definitely. And you can't
When-
hide from it. It's everywhere.
Exactly. We're not letting our children get their lumps, you know?
Mm.
Sometimes you got to let that kid
Yep.
fall.
You do.
You know,
You do. You really
They-
do.
you know, you gotta toughen them up because the world is not a safe place.
It's not. Outside of these four walls,
Dangerous.
it's dangerous.
That's why we stay in the house.
Mm-hmm. You ain't lying.
Shoot, next we're gonna start putting bars on our window.
Yep. That's next.
Oh man. So let's go to the question for the day. Let's see. Are children being used for more bad things than good things?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say more bad
Mhm.
than good.
Yeah.
We just had a situation maybe a few weeks ago where the mother called her son into a Chinese food place to get the gun out the glove compartment and to shoot the man that put his hands on his mama. And he shot
Mhm.
and he killed the guy for his mama.
Mhm. That's not even the first one. There are a few, but there was the other guy
There's tons of these stories.
where the mother called the son with the cold French fries
Oh yeah, the cold fish.
at the McDonald's, and he shot and killed the guy.
Oh my God.
Children are being used for bad things.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be a blessing. They're supposed to be God's creation, and they turn it into the devil's creation because they're doing the devil's work.
Who do
Yeah.
we see more using children for bad things? Is it the mother or the father?
Unfortunately, the father's not even in the picture. The father, most fathers don't even know they got a kid. They don't know what the kid look like.
I watched a report about kids that break the law. You know, they're at a young age and they're committing serious crimes.
Yeah.
And the mothers are encouraging it. It's like,
Yep.
go out and steal this. We need a new TV, or we need
Yep.
a couple of steaks for supper or whatever. And this kid's going out and stealing for the parents.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Yep.
Or they use the kids to get more welfare.
Yep. Or they use them. They keep having them by anybody
Mm.
to get more welfare. Yep.
Facts.
They
Facts.
encourage them to sell drugs. They encourage them to prostitute, to bring money into the household that they should be supporting.
Yep.
They encourage bad behavior towards the father to attempt to get what they want. It's horrible.
Oh, I've seen them sell their kids for drugs.
Yeah, absolutely. One sold her daughter for $10
Oh my Lord.
for a crack rock. Yep.
They give their kids to these pedophiles to do with whatever they want.
Yep.
And then even if you have a parent who doesn't let their kid do that kind of stuff,
Right.
then they're letting the electronics bring them
Yes.
up.
Mm-hmm.
The cell phones and
The cell
you know,
phones, electronics, the friends. Mm-hmm.
they're not being raised like they should be. Parents should be going out and spending time with their kids.
Mhm.
If you're a father, take your son fishing,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or whatever activities they're doing,
Whatever,
be a
yeah.
part of. Do
Or even just
something.
go for a walk and talk.
Right.
Yeah.
Regular stuff,
When's the last time you had a conversation with your children?
basic stuff.
Just a basic conversation. Talking to them. Ask them what they like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So many people today are so busy on social media. Social media all day, every day. Like, where your kids at? Where your wife at?
Right.
You said you got kids and a wife, but you on the line talking to strangers all day.
Yeah.
All
I
day
saw,
long talking to strangers.
I see now they have some website that's designed just for men to go to cheat on their wives.
Oh yeah. Yep. It's called OnlyFans.
Yeah, what was the one big one? They busted her for whatever reason. What was the one big Madam something a few years ago? She ran an agency. She ran an agency out of New York.
I remember that.
Mhm. And that's what she did.
Mm-hmm.
Discreet encounters. But they busted her for something.
Yep. Yes.
Probably because some politician was probably on her books
Oh,
that she was about to tell
they
them.
all in the books.
Right.
All of them are.
Because they took her down hard, but you know it was something else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, someone's about to come out.
Mhm.
And they're like, oh, no.
Yep.
Time to get rid of them.
Oh, she gotta go. Typically a politician.
Is the government allowing this to happen just for another reason to I guess downgrade the parents, to make them obsolete so the government can take over?
Oh yeah, we barely have any control as is.
Right. Yeah,
Oh,
you can't even parent your kids.
Mm-hmm.
You can't raise them. You can't discipline them.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's called child abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hit him in the hand. Oh,
Yeah.
child abuse.
Yeah.
So how do you want me to discipline my child?
Yeah. So eventually.
Oh, just tell them to stop.
Yeah.
Don't tell them nothing at all. Just let them be themselves.
Let them express themselves. Let them be them. Gentle
You can't
parenting.
do nothing no more. You can't say nothing. Can't do nothing.
Mhm. You can't.
Everything's child abuse.
So the ultimate goal is government control.
Yeah, they want to control everything. Children, us, what we drive, what we eat.
Every aspect of your life is going to
Yep.
be run by the government.
They're like mad scientists. And people are so blind, they don't even see it.
Mm-hmm. You know, when I was a kid, it was still a time when even the neighbors could whoop your butt.
Mm-hmm. Or drag
like-
you home. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. But now, don't touch my
don't mess
child.
with
You better than that. It's the problem. We're gonna fight. Somebody's gonna die.
Mhm. Yeah. Because generally, if they're acting like that anyway, today it's their entire household.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. If a child is uncontrollable, that the family's uncontrollable, they're a hot mess.
They're a mess.
Hot mess.
Don't do
You
it.
had a lady on TV not too long ago. She was like, he's grown. I can't do nothing to him. I can't control him.
Right.
Hey, this is your house. What you mean you can't control? Your son is in your house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if he's 16, 17, 18. He's still a child. Why are you not able to control him? He up there running from the police.
She's not able to control him because she's never parented him. That's why she can't control him. But you know what ours used to say? You don't want to do what I say, you got to go.
If I can't raise you,
Hit the door.
That's right. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
Bye-bye.
hey, Joe and Hunter raise you.
Right. Let government daddy raise you. And I'll call him for you.
I need to ask people a question. I've been saying this a lot lately. How do you forget that your children are in the car? This happened more and more and more and more and more, where children are be left in the hot behind car, no AC, no nothing. How do you leave your children during the summer in a hot behind car by themselves? How do you forget you got kids?
I don't know. How do you forget they're with you?
Shoot, I don't care if I'm running into the corner store for 2 minutes. I'm not leaving the kid in the car alone.
No. I don't even live my 10-year-old in the car by himself. And he's 10.
Lord, no. No. He might drive off. No.
And they're supposed to make us think it's normal that you forgot you had your kids in a baby. You leaving a newborn in the car seat in the car with no AC on. You, oh my God, I forgot.
How do you forget?
I've never forgotten a kid in a car.
They're saying they forgot.
I don't get it.
And it's not just women. Men are doing it too. Men are leaving the babies in the car.
Yeah.
First of all, sir, we already got it bad as it is. They already said we can't raise children.
Right.
So now you're making them believe it that men can't raise children. They just as dumb and
But you know what I think it is? I think it's the cell phone. People can't even get in the car, buckle their seatbelt, and get to where they need to go before they're checking their phone. They check their phone before they check with their kids.
Yep.
That's the truth.
Yep.
The cell phone means more to them than their kids do.
Yep.
Put your phone in the car seat. I bet you get the baby then.
Yep. Put your phone in the car seat, right? I bet
you get it then.
Oh, hold up. Where's my phone at?
Right, exactly.
It's in the car seat.
Oh.
Hey, come on, baby. Let's go. Hey, Brian, still in the baby. Daddy be back.
I'll still leave the kid.
And still leave the kid. I'm like, come on, man. And they don't hold them responsible.
Some they do. They pick and choose. They pick and choose.
I ain't gonna say what they pick and choose with, but
they got that one.
We
guy,
know what they pick and choose with.
You know, they got that one guy that, and the reason they got him, they made it such a big deal because he was married, but he was texting his girlfriend. And it's like, you remember that one? Seems like that's what the case revolved around, his affair. So it was salacious. It was controversial. So the media jumped all on it and made it a big deal. That's the only reason, in my opinion, they prosecuted him. They made it a big deal. It was the affair. Oh, he was sexting Becky about their plans later, and he forgot Billy in the back of the car, and he died. He was so engrossed in an affair. He chose the affair over his son. Coming up on Nancy Grace.
Right. And talking about the kids, deciding who they want to prosecute. They decided that the last school shooter, the what's the boy's name? Where they charged the parents for him shooting up the school.
I don't remember. I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember the name.
Either way, yeah. There's been a lot of other cases where the child has went into school and shot up the school or whatever, and of course, you know, what is it called? Complexion for the protection? Is that what it's called? Yeah.
Don't give me the line.
I don't see any black parents being charged for their black children out shooting up the schools or any of that. But then sure are going after white parents for their children acting up in school and doing crazy stuff. But I don't. They say white people do complexion for the protection, but it looks like more black.
I tell you what, until they're 18 years old, whatever your child does, you should be responsible for it too.
But remember, that's how it used to be.
It used to be that way, right?
It used to be like that. All
that stuff got dismissed. I don't know when it went out the window. I think Bush got rid of it. Didn't Bush get rid of it? I think Bush got rid of it. Bush was like, we parents shouldn't be charged for their parents.
One state after another. It used to be like that. When your juvenile had to go to court, you were there right beside him. And the judge would look at you like you've lost your mind. The more you know what's going on in your household.
When it comes to school, if your kid misses school and however many days, they'll find the parents for that. But the kid goes out and robs a store, the parents don't get anything, and that's messed up. It's all about the money.
Yep.
That's what it is. It's all about money.
Right. It's sad, man. This world is sad.
Yeah, it's crazy. We will never have another child. Oh my gosh, no.
And here's another thing too.
So scary.
People are now asking for mentors for their children. Mentors. Ladies, you had a mentor.
The one that knocked you up.
You had a mentor. They were the man that was in your life that you had sex with and created a child.
In most cases.
That was
Well, in most cases.
All right, Doctor, explain, please. I know. Explain how that's not happening.
we have to account for the 1% of the ones that have passed on the rapes, the incest, the 1%. But you know, the other 99%, there's an active man somewhere.
That 0.5% that goes through that situation. Yeah, but even those situations is like, okay, for instance, why? What happened to Grandpa? What happened to your father?
They're living their own life.
Grandpa and your father, those are men. Why do you need a mentor? You got men in the family already.
They're living their own life. They're not interested.
Shoot, I couldn't imagine not spending time with my grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay, so my daughter that lives with us,
mm-hmm.
she was with this one guy. The guy's got like 6 or 7 kids by all these different
Lord,
women.
no.
The day my grandson was born, he didn't even show up to the hospital. He doesn't call on birthdays. In fact, the last time when we went down to Houston to have a birthday party for him, they had to wake the dude up and remind him that there was a birthday party going on.
Wake him up?
Yes. They had to go back to the house and wake him up and bring him to the party because he was sleeping. This dude doesn't even work. What the hell are you tired from? So,
you know, I think being a lazy bum is quite exhausting. Apparently.
I mean, I get it. I mean, sleep is wonderful. I get it. But you got responsibilities. You need to get up.
What a mess.
Trust it. None of us want to. We don't really. If we could just go wake up, if we could just sleep all day,
what a mess.
And get our bills paid and all that, yep, we would stay asleep too. That's the problem. A lot of people are getting help to be lazy.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah.
People are being rewarded for being lazy.
Well, this dude here, he just gets with another girl, and that way he has a place to stay and got somebody feeding him and everything else.
Probably pay his phone bill and buy him food and buy his clothes.
Right.
And the responsibility.
So my daughter finally got smart and just got rid of this guy.
There you go.
And so Grandpa has now stepped in and taken the part of Daddy because somebody's got to watch this kid. Somebody's got to teach him right from wrong.
There you
and
go.
that's what I see. I see a lot of that role. I see a lot of the grandparents playing the parental role. Mm-hmm. But what happened to the grandparents that are just supposed to be grandparents? Mm. That's really the only time I see a lot of grandparents is when they're in that parental role. Right. I want to see grandparents just grandparenting. And not having to parent because of, different decisions that we make as young people.
Grandparents are supposed to be there to spoil the grandkids.
Yeah, ice cream.
Get them ice cream and candy.
Get them a good time.
Pepto-Bismol.
I'm here for all the times.
Taking them to the toy store, taking them to ball games, taking them to the movies. Yeah. That's what grandparents are supposed to be.
Right.
Now grandparents are.
I see a lot of it.
Are now the parents. They
now have
to be like, okay.
And then I see where the young people that are the parents to the children are. If you don't let me on your car insurance, you won't see your grandchild.
Yeah.
Well, guess what, honey? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what you can do? Bye, Felicia. No. You can't extort me. So no, that's ridiculous.
Children are supposed to be a blessing, but you're using them as something else.
Using them as pawns, yeah.
Yeah, that's all kids are pawns to most
they're
parents.
Just pawns. So you tell me, I don't do this, I don't get to see my grandkids. If I don't do this, I don't get to see my kid. If I don't do this,
they're doing the same thing with the person that knocked them up or
Yep. If you get a girlfriend, you can't see your kids. If you get married, then you can't see your kids. If you do this, you can't,
That's messed up.
Mhm, it is.
And the kids are the ones that are getting hurt the most.
Yep, because that entire time they're being brainwashed against the father.
Mm.
And it doesn't just happen with people that are outside the home. It happens with people inside the home too. You have the mother that's brainwashing the child against the father to attempt to get the father to do what she wants him to do.
Mm.
Now, it's one thing if you're saying, you know, you need to get off drugs or
That's different. Yeah.
that's
Right.
a whole different thing. But when
Right.
it comes to, you know, you're going to do this or you're not going to see your kids, that's messed up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
a mess.
And it usually has something to do with the woman's ego. It has really nothing to do with the stabilization of the family.
Mm.
Exactly. Yeah, you hurt me, so I'm going to hurt you.
Exactly.
Right.
And the
right.
best way to destroy a man is to destroy his children.
Yeah.
You can't really
World
cheat on
we
a
live
man
in.
enough. But you can destroy his children, and that'll destroy him for a lifetime.
Yeah, because once that man is done, it's like you
Mhm.
want to go sleep around, go sleep around.
Go on. Yeah.
Do what you
Yeah.
want. So they're like, okay, well, how else am I going to get back at him? Oh, I'm going to use his kids.
Only his
Right.
kids, yeah.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
Mm.
Women cheating for retaliation doesn't work.
No, that don't
But you
work.
can
But
you can
but
destroy
you
his
do them
kids.
kids.
Mhm.
Them kids can ruin his life.
Oh yeah, emotionally,
In like
financially,
all kind of ways.
yeah, intellectually, every way,
Right.
psychologically.
Yeah.
Look at the one guy. Look what he did in Florida. He jumped.
Oh yes. Woo.
He jumped.
Yeah.
Couldn't take it.
Yep. Jump right off the. Off. Mm.
I can't imagine a world without my kids or my grandkids, but I regret bringing them into this world.
I know. It seemed
Just
like it
because of the way it
escalated
is.
pretty quick.
Yes. Like overnight. Like here we go. This is it.
Yeah, it was like we had rules, we had morals, we had standards, we had boundaries, and then we didn't.
Yeah. It just went away.
Well, you can go back a long ways to how it slowly started progressing, but it's like all of a sudden, boom, it got really bad really
Right.
fast.
Right.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, really bad, really quick.
A lot of
During
the
a
things we
particular
argue.
year in our
Mhm.
country, under particular leadership, it was escalated.
Yeah. I mean,
A lot of things that have become issues, you think, how in the world is this even an issue?
Right.
This should be common sense. You know,
Mhm.
a biological boy should not be competing against biological girls.
Right. Right.
I mean, that's common sense. Why are
And
we
that's
even
something
arguing about this?
A lot of people should agree on, even if we disagree with this, and this. Isn't that the one thing that we should agree on?
You don't think? You know, letting a 4 or 5-year-old decide that they want to change their gender. Why would you do that?
When you don't even
You
want to
know.
give them soda for breakfast.
right.
You
No
know,
Coke for you in the morning, but
Right.
You can
But
get a
you can change
penis.
the gender.
my oldest daughter, I mean, she'd get out, she'd play football, and she'd do all that stuff.
that was different. Yeah.
But when she got to that age where she
Yeah.
started noticing boys more, all of a sudden she was wearing more dresses and
Absolutely.
being more feminine. I didn't think that I needed to make her a boy.
Nope.
Right.
Mm-mm.
That's a phase they go through. And then
Right.
if you got a little boy who's got nothing but sisters,
Yep.
well, there's a Barbie doll. You see the kid playing with the Barbie doll. Oh, it must
yeah.
be a girl.
Right.
He's gonna play with it. He's gonna cut their hair off. He's gonna take the head off.
Right.
He's gonna break the arm. Give it a tattoo.
Oh my God. My daughter had this doll that my boys got a hold of.
Yep.
And this thing, it looked like a punk rocker or something when we got done with it.
My brother did the same thing to mine. Cut the hair, draw on it with the pen to give it a tattoo.
Yep.
Break the leg. Talking about she got one leg. She was in the army.
Right.
Like, what are you doing? He would line up his G.I. Joe and destroy my Barbies.
You know, and a lot of people say, you know, wait till they're 18 and let them decide. But I think they should wait till they're at least 25 before they
I
make
agree.
a decision.
Yes. And probably 30.
Well, supposedly 25 is when your brain has stopped developing. So
I think that's when we had standards and morals. So we got to push it.
yeah. And why give them things like puberty blockers? Let them go through life naturally.
Naturally.
Right.
Yeah, the feelings they had yesterday may change tomorrow.
Yes,
Gosh,
that's for sure.
how many of these kids are you seeing now that are coming on? You know, they've been on social media or on reality shows or whatever, and they've gone through the sex change, and then all of a sudden they're like,
Right.
why did I do this?
Ready to go back.
And they're trying to hide the stories too.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now they regret it, and they don't want them to talk about it.
Dwayne Wade. Yeah, you.
You know.
Yeah.
And I feel for him because it may have been cute 4 years ago. It's not going to be too cute when his face looks like yours.
The boy, the
He's
boy,
going to grow into a man.
or the girl, whatever, is starting to look like
He's
more.
starting to- His father has really hard features,
Mm-hmm.
really masculine features. He's going to be a man.
Right. At the end of the day,
These people are sick.
that man's gonna kick in.
And you know, my theory about that is she's paying him back from when he cheated on her.
Oh yeah.
She's destroying his child.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I want to get you.
Mhm.
You thought it was over, but it ain't over.
Let me tell you
We
something.
was talking about that yesterday.
It's never over.
Once again, it's somebody using child.
She's paying him back.
Using the child as a pawn.
There you go.
Forgiveness. We was talking about forgiveness yesterday.
Yeah.
Forgiveness.
No, ain't no forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
I will get you back.
I'm gonna get you back. Not today. Not this year. Maybe next year.
I mean, personally, I don't think that you should try to change your gender,
No.
but it's your life. When
Yeah.
you're old enough, you're an adult, then if you make that decision, that's between you and God. I ain't got nothing to
Absolutely.
do with it. But leave the kids alone.
Leave the kids alone.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And another thing, ladies and gentlemen, before we get off the topic, I want to talk about is teachers. You're supposed to be raising your children to be a pleasure to be around. You have teachers that don't want to teach your children. They're quitting their job because they can't sit up with your kids.
Mm-hmm.
They can't put them on timeout.
Yep.
They can't even call you to come get them.
Nope.
They can't even send them to the principal's office.
They send them back.
Children are running the schools. Children are running the homes.
And the
Children are
neighborhoods.
running the world.
The neighborhoods too. The community.
In actuality, this young generation or whatever, what they call them? What is the term they use for the? It's a millennial. No, millennials.
Gen Z.
I think these are Gen something.
Gen
Z.
Anyway,
Gen Z.
these young adults are killing America.
Yeah.
They're the ones that brought out the pronouns and
I don't know.
Did you see the teacher tried to take the phone away from this one girl and she pepper sprayed him?
and she got decked.
And then people just stand around and record. They don't even help.
It's ridiculous, man. No sense
Children
in
are
this happening.
supposed to be a blessing. They're supposed to be a creation of God, and we are allowed them to destroy and cause chaos and cause confusion and cause problems for everybody.
And it's our generation to blame
Yeah.
because
I
we
agree.
allowed it to happen.
Right? We're not even saying nothing.
It's our
We're just-
generation, and it's also the generation before us. It's our parents, because that's also where the breakdown of the family began, with the whole feminist movement. And I don't need a man, and you knock me up, but I don't have to marry you, and I'm gonna free myself, and I'm gonna be naked, and I'm not gonna wear a bra, and I'm gonna sleep with whoever I want to, and I'm gonna be a slut and run all over the place. That's where it started with those women.
Those damn hippies.
Exactly. That's where it started. Out smoking pot, being naked, running around.
Yeah. The sexual revolution.
It's not all Woodstock.
Right. Sexual freedom. That means whore.
Hey.
That's whoredom. sexual
Yeah.
freedom.
Hey, we ain't gonna just put on Woodstock. We have Freak Nick. Freak Nick ruined it, made it even worse. Freak Nick, we came right behind y'all, did Freak Nick.
Those were the blacks. Hey, are the blacks always following the whites? Or is it the other way around?
We always scream white supremacy, but we follow right behind y'all. Oh, they at Woodstock. We gonna do Freak Nick.
That's our version.
Oh, they do cocaine. We gonna start doing cocaine.
Oh, they doing fentanyl?
Oh, they doing meth. Oh, let's try some meth too. You ain't gonna do us. We gonna try. We're gonna work better than y'all did.
We'll show you. We'll show you.
Right, we're gonna show you we can do it better. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's.
God, I want to go back to
Our
the
children
70s.
come out being a blessing. They do come out being a blessing. They come out being wonderful, bundles of joy. But then after that, there's usually trouble right around the corner with the kids.
And
it
it's
should
the
not be that
parents'
way.
fault. It's
If
the
you want
parents'
a
fault.
mentor, you have one, ladies. You have a mentor. You have one. You have the man that you laid up with, and of course, in some cases, there's some cases where there is no mentor. But like I said, there needs to be a foundation for your child. If you can't have a foundation for your child, you shouldn't have no kids.
They can't have a foundation because they weren't born into a foundation.
Well, if you ain't have a foundation, then you know daggone well you should try to make one for your child. And if you can't do it, don't have it.
Generational.
Exactly.
Children need foundation. They need parents. They need guidance. And if they don't have it, guess what they end up? They end up criminals. Your child that you had, that you did not parent and guide, are going to end up being criminals in the street. They're going to be in prison.
For sure. Well, they would love that. I'm sure they're building new prisons every day.
Yes. The prison, like they said, the prison system full.
Mm-hmm. They're building.
Well, no, it's not quite full anymore because now they're releasing them into the street.
Oh
They're releasing
Oh
them.
my God. California is ridiculous.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Those bad kids that you didn't want to raise are back out in the street.
Right.
Yeah, they consider battery to be a non-finable, or not. I mean, what do they call it?
Oh yeah,
You don't have to pay.
Didn't that lady just start?
Non-violent.
Well, so in California they got rid of the
bail.
The
bail.
bail, right? How do you do that?
Yeah. So if you can go out and you can beat on somebody and you can get out on no bail.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing it seems to be that you can't get out on bail. I mean that you can get out on bail is if you've committed like murder.
Ha! Yeah, right.
Yeah, I see people still get off on that too.
They'll be out by noon.
Like, what are we doing? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
Hey.
We are furthering bad behavior. That's what we're doing.
the problem is not white supremacy. That is not the problem we have. The problem is being white. We see the wrong that's going on.
Most do. Yeah.
No, everybody do. They just want to ignore it. You don't want to watch the news because you don't want to be upset.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You don't want to face reality because
Right.
you don't want to be upset.
Mm-hmm. I've heard people
You
say that.
see it. You know you see it. But you're like, well, I ain't part of that. I ain't living like that. Well, if you're not, it's gonna come to you.
It's coming your way.
Keep it going. It's gonna show right at your front door.
Mm-hmm.
There's a song. It says, "If you decide not to make a choice, you still have made a choice."
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Your silence has made the choice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You being quiet
Mhm.
means that you okay with it.
That's your choice. You accept it. Yeah.
Mm-mm. I'm tired of being quiet. I'm tired of it. I'm ready. I'm
Been silent
trying
for
to
too
figure out a
long.
way to get to space. I'm like, Elon. I'm calling Elon right now. Elon, when are we going to Mars? I'm ready to go right now. My bag's back.
Right.
Do I need to buy? Did I start buying some land in Mars and some property? I'm trying to escape this craziness. This mess is scary.
There's no escape.
Trying to figure out what a person is thinking in their head, how they feeling.
I think it's going to get so bad we're going to go back to the beginning and start all over again.
Oh yeah, history repeats itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, history repeats itself. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, we were watching Mad Max again the other night.
Oh,
And
Lord.
like, you know what? We're going to go to that where we're
Yep.
a
Exactly.
bunch of savages and it's the survival of the fittest.
Yep. And can you survive? It's going to be the question. What do you know how to do to survive?
Hi.
I can grow vegetables and I can raise cattle.
Uh-huh. Can you grow vegetables? Can you skin a deer? Can you clean an animal?
I can fish. I can do all that.
Can you make a fire?
And I got guns.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. We're gonna be living off the land.
Yep. That's why I say we're going to get enough acreage that we can just get all our friends and family
Yep.
together. And
We were
we're going
talking about that.
to have us a compound.
We were talking about,
We were talking about that in Wyoming. We're gonna go out to Wyoming.
Yep, go to Wyoming. Yep.
Get some land and hide away.
Yep, get some cattle and just call it a day.
Everybody's gonna have their job.
Call me Cowboy Higgins.
Right.
Yeehaw!
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna have their duties.
I want to be a cowboy, baby.
Right.
We're gonna make our own clothes.
Start doing something because this getting crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be off the chain.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope y'all learned something today. Hope you learned something about the kids,
They learned it definitely.
about the children. Hopefully you'll start paying more attention to your children. Start raising them more appropriately.
Mm-hmm.
Being in their lives. Not letting the government raise them. Even though the government's probably raising you too.
Right. Government daddy all the way around.
Make it easy for the teachers to raise your teach your children.
Yeah.
Teachers don't want to teach no more because your kids are just.
Yeah. As proud as I am to be able to mentor my grandson,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to, but I'm glad to take the job.
But that's good that you're able to.
Yes. Some can't.
That you can. And also that you're not selfish enough with your time that you're running the streets. You can't be present in your grandson's life and show him how men are supposed to operate and what men are supposed to be doing and how to stabilize a family.
Yeah, because family means everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because that's also what they're not seeing. They're seeing grandpa in the street, grandma in the street, great grandpa in the street, great grandma in the street, in the club, turning up instead of being at home.
Yep.
Letting the young people have
get her groove back.
Right, exactly.
Doing OnlyFans
all the way around toxic.
Yeah, grandma OnlyFans. Yeah. Tragic.
Now, if grandma's on OnlyFans, she should be sewing, showing people how to sew.
All right, or how to make a stew, a good stew for the family. Yeah.
We're not saying grandma can't make a couple dollars.
Right.
We're saying,
but we don't want to see her naked.
Act appropriately.
Running around the pole.
Hey,
That's
my grandmother did sewing to make money.
Yeah, like the grandmother I had, they don't exist anymore, and it's really tragic. I think they're very toxic. They're lost. They're out of control. They're chaotic. They don't care about the family. They're very divisive.
Yeah. Today people in for themselves.
Yeah.
If it's not,
could care less. They can't.
It's not about me. I don't care.
I don't care. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's good that you're there.
Yeah.
And they will remember.
Oh, they will. Yeah. So I applaud those granddaddies and those grandmamas that have stepped
that are in that parenting role
and put on their parent drawers again. Yeah.
It gives me that opportunity to be a child again myself because I get to play with them and
there's good out of it. There's good out of it. But at this stage, you should be camping or hunting but now I got to parent, but I should be enjoying life. I've already raised my kids.
And it also gives you an opportunity to respond differently than you would have did when you didn't have any experience as a father. So you respond differently.
Yes,
Mhm.
sure. I'm definitely a better parent now than I was when my kids were little.
Yeah, because if they give us 10 times to try, we can get it right.
Right. You know what? I got it right this time. I know how to do it now.
This didn't work the first time. Let me try it this way.
Right. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen,
Hi.
we just gotta love our children. Love them.
But you gotta raise them.
Try to raise them the best way we can. Because if we don't raise them,
The streets will.
the streets is not the will, and that don't look pretty.
No.
It is. We already see what it look like.
Ow, my nose. Oh, my nose is hurting.
Your nose is hurting.
Yeah.
Well, why'd you hit yourself in the nose?
Bubba, you have bubble on your
Yeah.
nose.
Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out to America.
That's one thing about kids.
They'll let you
They
know.
will let you know.
Something not right, Grandpa. Something not right.
What is
What
this?
do?
You love Pawpaw?
Yeah.
Who's the best Pawpaw in the world?
You.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
I'll give you $5 later.
Hey, get all the love while you can.
Yes, indeed. Yes, get all of it. Yes. Awesome.
Get all the love while you can.
Yeah, that's all it's about, ladies and gentlemen. Loving your children, raising them.
Ow, my nose.
That's it. That's what it's about.
You also have bubble on your nose.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're ran over our time as we usually do, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say thank y'all for tuning into the show. Thank y'all so much. Do me a favor though, for y'all, please go like, share, and subscribe to the Vibes broadcast with my good brother Coyote.
Open your eyes.
Great content as always.
What is
Yes, indeed. And also, I want to say thank you to my beautiful wife, Mrs. Dr. Mary Higgins, for coming onto the show. It's her birthday today. She's not going to reveal her age, but she identifies as 21.
Say happy birthday, Miss Mary.
21. But
Tell her
anyway,
it's
thank
her
y'all
birthday.
so much. Also, do me a favor too, ladies and gentlemen. Hope my brother gets better. Please go subscribe to Mr. Masculinity, Nico Laggin. He got great content, like I said, ladies and gentlemen. If you have a husband, a son, or a neighbor, anybody that's a man that needs some help with masculinity,
on
Nico Laggin, and get some help.
it.
I check him out every day. I get a little help every day. Nothing wrong with help.
On it.
And also, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. We hit that 1,000 subscriber mark last weekend, and we're still climbing the charts. So I want to say thank you. Please go like, share, subscribe to the channel. And also, turn your notifications on. Turn them on. Because y'all be missing the lives, but you watch later. Please, your notifications so you can see this live later. So you can say something. And if you know, leave a comment in the comment section. Tell us what you think. It's okay. I'll respond back. I will. And I'll even put your comment in the show for the next day. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank y'all so much. Be safe. God bless. Brother, you got any final words?
Love one another. Be slow to anger, but be even quicker to forgive.
Ooh, yes.
And trust God.
Amen.
Find something. Even if it's not God, find something.
If your ain't,
but it has to be something. Find something.
yeah, if your way's not working, try God's way.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Dr. Higgins.
Final words of wisdom. Nope, don't have any. Your children are not pawns. That's it. You know, not really. Don't really have too much to say.
All right. That's right. And listen, you have mentors. Try to use them. Not the ones out in the street. Those are strangers.
Stranger danger.
Yes. Mentors are strangers. You got men in the family. Use them appropriately. Don't let grandpa escape in the street. Don't. If great grandpa's still alive, get him. Like, look, I need help. And don't burn your bridges too. So,
You burn your bridges.
don't burn your bridges. You might need them. Don't burn your bridges. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we keep going on the topic. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much. God bless y'all. Brother, love you like a fat boy loves cake.
Love y'all too.
Yes, indeed. And don't drive grandpa crazy.
Too late.
Be safe, enjoy yourself. We got tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern time. Hold up.
Tomorrow's Thursday
Oh no, we won't be back Thursday, but we'll be back Friday.
with a special guest.
And Friday, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna have to clean my mouth. I'm gonna have to eat some soup. We're gonna have a pastor on Friday. Talking about the disaster of America. And how to fix it. Hopefully the pastor will tell us how to fix it Friday. 9 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Central time. We're going to be with Pastor
Corey Rosinski.
There you go. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. So make sure you tune in. Hey, he's going to try to heal us. Get us closer to God. Hopefully, that's the mission. Get us closer to God.
He's got some great advice.
If you're trying to get closer to God and try to figure out how to get America back to normal. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, love y'all. Enjoy your day. Be safe. And like I said, protect the children. We out of here.
I'll see you in the morning, I'll say to you, come on, let's talk, just me and you. Something's going on, there's pain inside.